Well, it's just so fucking convenient. Oh well. Well. Hello there, Aries. Your timing is quite suspicious, so yeah. Hello there, Aries. Hopefully you are not what I'm expecting you to be. But still, welcome to the live stream. Hello. Well, I just literally pressed the stream button in my computer, and you suddenly just came immediately. Okay, that's cool. Okay, thank God. Hopefully you are. I mean, I just literally pressed the stream button, and you just literally just came up as well. So anyway, yeah, my name is Runner VM. I should have a VTuber avatar, but currently I'm not doing it right now because I'm also doing some maintenance works, and I'm also troubleshooting something because my computer is actually performing really bad right now. So yeah, that's basically it. But generally, I do have a VTuber avatar, and I'm also doing something with my commander. My commander, when I say commander, I mean my wife. And she's basically demanding something from me, and I'm complying with it right now. I am backing up all of the files of her cell phone, basically. And it's more than 250 gigabytes of data. And it's kind of a nightmare to um either you're okay. Anyway, just to clarify, man, when people immediately join my stream with no introductions and just a hi, I tend to be really suspicious because it's one or two things. It's either bots or people who are intentionally going through zero viewer people to sell me something. And that's the problem. I don't have money. So anyway, how in the world did you end up in my stream? That is weird. Oh, okay. So I'm assuming you're the one who actually I think sorry. Who was the person? Sorry, I'm really bad with names because I'm to be honest, I'm a pretty old person. A Jewish rabbi. Yeah. Are you related? Are you a viewer? Are you a viewer of a Jewish rabbi? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Also, I'm from the Philippines, and I'm a pretty old man. 50 years old, and I just play video games as a hobby. But yeah. Oh, yes. That's probably it. Thank you for that subscribe. That's why I'm affiliate now. Hopefully it will help in the future. Problem is, no one donates to my stream, but I don't mind. I just play video games for the fun. And currently right now, I am also troubleshooting some stuff. So hopefully, eventually I'm gonna switch games, and we'll see if I'm gonna figure it out, what is causing the issue. Uh, for example, can I know your age, or are you willing to talk about PC computers? Uh, PC specs, technical. Whoa, why did you subscribe to me? Oh, come on. You're just wasting your money, man. But still, thank you for the subscribe. But it's like, it feels like you're just wasting your money on me, okay? I highly suggest you don't do that. But anyway, oh, sorry, you're a girl. So anyway, yeah, it doesn't really matter what your gender is. So, for part of my hobbies right now, besides playing video games, is like, for example, I actually don't mind talking about technical stuff. So for example, I guess in comparison to cars, there are people who love cars but to just drive them, make them run really fast. But there are other people who love cars but in a different way. Like they want to tinker with the cars themselves, so they enjoy just modifying the cars to either make it faster or make it look cooler. But that's it. They're not really fond of driving it really fast, stuff like that. So anyway, if you're willing to talk about techie stuff, I'm gonna start talking really nerdy stuff. So anyway, the issue right now is I do have my GPU is pretty new. I got it in a pretty bargain way. It's an RTX 3070. but my processor is really darn old, but it's all I have. I got it. I got the RTX 3070 for $300. So if you know the prices of GPUs, especially today, an RTX 3070 for $300 is pretty darn cheap, even on secondhand. Especially on the Philippines, because I live in the Philippines. An RTX 3070 in my country doesn't cost doesn't cost 15 doesn't cost 300. So but okay, if you think that you don't want to hear me talk nerdy stuff, please say so, okay? I'm gonna stop. So wait, is all my chat enabled now? Yes, it is. Okay. Oh wait, no, the streaming chat is not enabled in itself. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it this way. Yeah, but what I meant is in your country, um have you seen an RTX 3070 for $300?
Ariasasra says. Nah. Ariasasra says. My PC is a 3060.
I just got interrupted. Okay. Oh, nice. 3060, yeah. Yeah, that's still a pretty good GPU. The only reason I got that for $300, my RTX 3070, is because I was looking at a local, not really local. I mean, Lazada is an international company technically.
Yeah, I'm upgrading pretty soon though.
Oh, sorry. The TTS too loud. Sorry. My bad. But anyway, yeah, here we go. The TTS is now enabled and okay. So what happened instead is I'm a weird guy who's basically window shopping on online stores like Lazada or Shopee. And I noticed that there are a lot of scammers in those kinds of websites. For example, um, I see right now I see 2 terabyte SSDs for $100. But in certain countries like the US, it's actually a typical price, but in the Philippines, it's not. A typical price for a 2 terabyte SSD, the cheapest one, when I say the cheapest one, and I mean the cheapest one is the really bad quality that comes from China, no one is selling them any cheaper than $150. So it's kind of overpriced in my country. So because that's the ironic part. In the Philippines, the minimum wage is somewhere along the lines of $7 to $9 per day, not per hour. So it's really, if you are literally in the poverty line, I don't know how you can afford a computer, especially a high-end one. And the only reason that I would consider myself be able to do that is because we have a family business, and there were actually multiple events that almost caused us to be bankrupt. And now we are on the upturn. But not because we're doing something illegal, but more like it's like but it's more like because, we have a decent amount of repeat customers that are consistently buying from us. For example, one of those is a politician. So they make community projects like repainting roads, repainting. Yeah, that's our family business is actually paint related. So if you have any questions about house paints or car paints, painting cement, painting wood, painting metal, yeah, you can ask me. Then I can try to help you, in any way that I can. Because maybe in different countries, popular paint brands might be different. But in the Philippines, the leading paint brand is called Boysen. There are also others like Anzal and Wellcoat and Davies. But of course, probably in other countries, they're different. but hopefully the types are similar. So they're probably latex-based, oil-based, and then urethane. But anyway, sorry. That's getting to the nerd talk again. But anyway, let's go back to the computer. So anyway, we're getting diverted again. I'm just testing the stuff. So, okay, my GPU is an RTX 3070. But my processor is actually just a 10700F, an Intel Core i7 10700F. And it's the best desktop processor that I got. I got it secondhand from someone with a motherboard, but it's a really cheap motherboard, but I only got it for $150, which is that is actually really cheap considering it has a motherboard. And the processor itself, if you bought it brand new in any seller, the processor is...
Nice. I paint automotive cars well used to. I haven't in few years had a bad work accident. Lost 50% mobility in my left shoulder even with surgery and physical therapy.
Interesting.
Ariasosris says.
Yeah.
I used to use a lot of base coat / single stage urethane paste.
I know if I am ignorant or you're getting offended what I'm saying, just say so, okay? I'm also partially autistic, so... But I want to ask you. Yeah, of course, you lost mobility. But, okay. I know that coding... Okay. Since I'm assuming that it's your dominant hand that got injured in that accident, okay? Can't you paint using your non-dominant hand? Of course, I know in painting, especially in urethane, I know you are using, sorry, my brain isn't braining correctly. You're using a compressor, a motor compressor. Wait, is that a compressor? My brain isn't. You're basically using a spray. You're basically turning the urethane into a spray and... Okay, I'm quite sure that I'm saying it incorrectly. Spray...
Ariasosris says. It was, but I retaught myself, but a lot of companies don't want to hire me because of my last job.
What the heck? Okay. Now, unfortunately, at least in my experience in the Philippines, if it's any similar, unfortunately, if that is really the case, your only choice is to try.
Ariasosris says.
You need to use...
Yeah, cause I sued them and got a lot of money from them.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's because of your injury. Now they don't want you. Okay. Yeah, I do understand, especially in the perspective of the company. Okay, that's dumb. But here's my suggestion. Unfortunately, if you're not getting hired, your only solution, the easiest next solution, is to use nepotism. So how the fuck do you use nepotism? You need to start retracing your classmates back in high school to college. Why? Well, because you need to find them where they work and then either find independent work from them with your expertise. So if your expertise is actually painting cars, you could ask them, hey, I could paint your car if you want. I could put it in my garage and paint your car, since you said that your hobby is painting cars, right? Either that or B, ask a friend if they are working in a company and get a referral from them. So you would have at least a slightly lesser chance of getting rejected because you have a reference from another person. Because if you have a reference from another person, that is a really great advantage. Because that is the unfortunate, really unfortunate, but also realistic. Because just going into job hunting literally alone generally doesn't really work. Unless they're really desperate or they just want to rip you off. So in that case, your next best option is to do nepotism. I mean, try to trace your old classmates, especially the ones you are close, and then try to contact them. Hey man, this is my expertise. Do you know someone that you could refer me to so I could get a job from them or something like that? Or at best, your worst case scenario is you gotta make your own business and you refer yourself to your old friends. I know that sounds dumb, but sometimes, especially if you have a reputation, the only solution to have is to make your own business that will literally hire yourself, because you cannot fire yourself. You can only give up. That's gonna sound dumb, but that's the easiest solution that I could think of. Okay. So anyway, again, we got another diversion. And I'm still looking. Currently now, even when I'm streaming, according to HW info, I'm still only using 60 watts of power. That's not a lot. This really means Fallout 76 is using really shitty, this game, Fallout 76, uses the processor really shittily. I mean, the 10700F is a 8-core 16-thread processor. And
Area Saucerus says, yeah, it runs shitty on my build too.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, Bethesda, shitty game, shitty engines, man. And then the only reason I'm testing out stuff like that is because when I was streaming and I changed games into the First Descendant, it's an Unreal 5 engine game. My frames drop. The problem is I'm looking at an app called MSI Afterburner, so I could see my my frame rate as well as how much of my GPU is getting used. Right now, I am at White Springs, and it's only using 40% of my GPU power, and my monitor is only 1080p, but it supports up to 165 hertz.
I don't really like Afterburners had bad experience on last PC.
Oh, but then there are other apps that shows your, GPU utilization. There are other options. It's just MSI is the most
MSI Afterburner.
Yeah.
Area Saucer says, yeah, I use Specky.
Specky also works. It's just, Afterburner is the most popular one. So that's why I'm using that. But yes, there are other options. So right now, okay. Yeah, let's go to the field. Let's go to Fort Atlas. But then, the weird thing is, even if I'm playing high-end Unreal Engine 5 games and I maxed out the GPU, I still couldn't get the GPU to load 100%, or at least even 90%. And worse, even though I had an RTX 3070, diba? That means that there's something wrong with the processor and it couldn't keep up with the GPU. That's usually the reason. Oops.
Just like the old army, huh?
Damn. Thank God. I thought they're gonna kill me. I accidentally shot my grenade launcher. God darn it. Okay. That gave me a heart attack. Okay, thank God they didn't try to kill me. But anyway, so the funny thing is, even when I'm playing that, but my frames are dropping. So if I'm streaming and my VTuber avatar is also online from my phone and everything else, my FPS dropped from 90 FPS to 50, which means I lose half, which shouldn't be happening because I have an 8-core 16-thread processor with an RTX 3070. It shouldn't be dropping that FPS that fast. So there should be a huge bottleneck somewhere, and I'm trying to figure it out. So anyway, I'm just going to submit this technical data, and then I'm gonna switch to...
I can't help but wonder. It's a futile thought. I can't wait to take a...
There. And then I'll quit the game. I'll run the First Descendant.
The elders have so much to teach us. I hope I'll get to meet them in person someday.
Yeah, okay. Okay, let's quit. And then let's play the First Descendant. Okay, yeah, also, When that guy sold his motherboard and processor to me for $150, it's extremely cheap considering that if I bought those two things in a normal PC shop and it's brand new, it's gonna cost me basically either at the cheapest $300 or at worst $400. So getting that bundle for $150 for a second hand is pretty darn cheap. However, I realized the reason why he sold me that setup. The processor has no issue, but the motherboard is too low end to the point that the motherboard itself overheats if I rev the processor to its maximum potential. So for example, on the default settings, I discovered that the Intel 10700F and more recent processors right now, they automatically overclock the system unless you specifically said in the BIOS that you don't. But in that motherboard on stock, the processor is stock at 65 watts. So I thought, oh, I'm just gonna buy a better heatsink fan. It didn't help. And for some reason, it's throttling. The computer is throttling every time I try to run, what was the application name? Sorry. Cinebench, because it's a benchmark, Cinebench. So I want to see the performance and compare it. For some reason, the score is really low and it's throttling when I use hardware info to check the temps. It's throttling. So, and I eventually noticed that the VRM temperatures are hitting 100 degrees. The processor can take it, but the motherboard cannot. The motherboard itself is overheating. So I really needed to lower the TDP. However, for some reason, I think there's also, so I guess the fastest solution to this is actually I just needed to buy a better motherboard, you know, a motherboard that is $200 or more. But I'm a really cheap ass person, so I don't really want to do that. I don't want to waste the motherboard. But the problem is, the motherboard is a $50 motherboard. That's probably and I guess that also explains why the processor, I couldn't take the processor. It's probably the motherboard is probably intended for, you know, low-end processors. But I'm trying to compromise with this motherboard, but
Area Saucer says, First desk dent runs on my CPU.
Okay, right now. Oh, shit. Okay. It's loading the game. And now the MOSFET, the VRM temps are now hitting 90 degrees. Oh, fuck.
Area Saucer says,
okay. Yeah. This explains a lot. Now my VRM is running on 92 degrees, but at least it's not hitting the MOSFET.
Area Saucer says,
it's not throttling yet.
You should turn it off. They're running a miner or some shit.
As far as I know, no one has discovered any miners in the client yet, but I got invited with another viewer of mine to try out the game. So I guess I'm testing it as a benchmark or something. Yeah, the VRM is 93 degrees, but the processor is taking it pretty well. Right now, the processor is only at 76 degrees, but the VRM in my motherboard is getting a beating. It's 93 degrees, but the processor is 76. That at least shows that the processor cooler in my computer can take it. It's only 75 degrees. And I'm actually on an air-conditioned room. But the VRM is taking a beating. It's now 90 degrees. But we'll see. I mean, it's still preparing shaders. God damn it. Wait, why am I 40 degrees? 40. Wait, let me double check. Visibility ultra low. At least in theory, my adjustments yeah, I mean, it's the motherboard is on the teaser. It's basically teasering on throttling. It's running on 93 degrees when playing this game while streaming. So it's gonna probably gonna get worse when my VTuber app avatar is also working. Yeah. Oh no. Hmm. So either I'm gonna change it to to my motherboard so that the processor consumes less power, even less power. And I just set it to 95 watts, so I might need it to set it to 90 watts if I want the VRM temps to go even lower. It's because, you know, the annoying thing is ultra budget motherboards don't have heat sinks on the VRMs. But they also heat up pretty hot when the processor is on on full rev, because they also technically is doing also the heavy lifting, instructing the motherboard to give power to the processor. So when a processor is getting heavily loaded, the the VRM MOSFETs are also getting a beating too. But the problem is ultra budget motherboards do not have heat sinks on the VRM. So the catch is, I you can't just put drills on any VRM, on any motherboard, because you're literally gonna break them, because, you know, traces and stuff. So I don't know the solution. I literally put it uh aluminum mini heat sinks on them. It didn't help us much. It only like dropped degrees by 1 to 2 degrees, and I'm not sure what the next step is. Besides putting a literal blow fan on the computer itself, on the motherboard, which is a dumb idea, but could work in a desperate situation, I guess. But okay. Let's try going on the... let's do something else. You know, let's do here. Yeah. In theory, on this game, yeah, 90... Yeah, it's maxed out. But my GPU is still not getting maxed out. Oh my... I wonder if there are any guides that could help alleviate the CPU load this game is giving. Because holy macaroni. Ooh, my goodness. It's now 97 degrees. Holy. Yeah, we're gonna hit uh Prochot. We're gonna yeah, my processor is gonna get throttled hard. Holy guacamole. Yeah, I guess that's the answer, I guess. But yeah, the best solution right now, the best preventive measure that I could do is I'm gonna lower the processor package power to 90 watts. Maybe that's the solution. This game is wow. It's now 97 degrees. What the heck? Also, why is my shaders like taking forever and a half? What the fuck? Holy crap. Okay, that preparing shaders thing is taking forever and a half. What the heck? What the heck? Yeah, doesn't help at all. So DLAA doesn't help at all. All I really wanted is to lower the VRM temps. Wait, so what if I disable it? Wait, how do I get up there? Where's that place? Huh? What in the world? Where do I go? Oh, wait, someone's calling me? Be right back, okay? My commander's calling me. Hello. Okay, I think I should stop the live stream now. My commander just called me. She's in the supermarket and she's asking me. However, I am also about to eat dinner because I feel really bad. I have been actually been sick for the last 3 days, and even worse, like, man, it's so freaking annoying. Like, I feel so bad. I am feeling a pain below the chest, so it's in the small intestine and stuff. And then, so anyway, I gotta stop right now. At least I figured it out. It's because my motherboard is overheating when I'm playing the first Descendant. So I'll probably live stream later. Anyway, that's all for now. My name is Strider BM. I'll see you guys later, okay? Later, I'll probably play Comic Zone. I'll continue the playthrough. So anyway, see you guys later.